Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for
Hey.
coming back.
Welcome.
It is the pre-show before the big show,
The show before the show.
the show before the show.
Oh, well,
Marie always having problems with that.
yo,
mic,
like
yo.
legit though, real talk.
Mm.
I apologize if I've had some mic issues. We listen to you guys. We hear you. You tell us that you can't hear me. I'm trying to be on the mic.
We
So
love that,
welcome
Marie.
to the live before we go live tonight. So don't forget to join us. And I didn't lie to you, right? Like if you missed the live last week,
Oh,
you
that
missed a
live
good
was
time. I didn't lie to
crazy.
you. I told you it was going to be dope. It was going to be crazy. It was going to be fun, and we delivered. It was.
No, I think last week was.
Last week was
you know what,
crazy.
it was funny.
Yeah,
It was informative, and it was a little crazy. I think
it did get a little
lot
crazy.
happened. A lot happened.
It was a lot happening at
lot
the same
happened.
time. So
Yes.
join us again tonight. Don't forget 9ish. With the home team, we'll be here with you in the back. So join us live tonight at 9:00. So before
We
we
should
get
tell everybody this show is called Lunchish.
lunch-ish.
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 'Cause we don't actually know what time we get on, but the truth is, people, the reason we're doing the show is to just kind of communicate with you guys
Yeah.
before the live on Thursday, which we've been doing for 5 years.
And we do be having lunch a little late here in the office.
You eat when you eat.
So this is like our
Right.
lunchtime, 1 o'clock, 2. Sometimes it'd be 3 o'clock. It'd be hard.
Right?
When you working, it'd be hard. Sometimes you forget. It'd be 4
You
o'clock.
forget to eat or you forget
No,
to
I don't forget because I'd be hungry. But you just have so much going on that you forget to order the food.
No,
unless
you
brought your own
know
food.
what I always found crazy when people are like, I'm so busy, like I forgot to eat. Like
That's
like
a lie.
no, there's people who are like, yo, I
You don't forget to eat.
I didn't even eat today. Like they're so engrossed in what they've been doing the whole day that you really don't eat.
If you are one of those people that forget to eat, let me know how you do that because I'm trying to be that person. I've been trying to have a bikini body from 2021. Didn't work out 2022. 2023 is here.
Lonnie, your body was hot last summer. Stop it.
It wasn't as hot as I wanted it to be. It was kind of coolish. You know how is this lunchish? It was coolish. So for 2024, if some of y'all let me know what you do to forget to eat lunch, let me know because I want to know. Maybe I'll
Okay.
have a bikini body 2024.
Send your tips to Lonnie about how you forget to eat.
Let me know.
All right, guys. So let's go into a little conversation.
Okay, yeah, excuse me.
So,
We got Lynelle producing
Oh.
in the back.
hey, y'all.
We got Alan. We got Richard. You got the home team.
We here.
Danielle's a newly college graduate. Now she thinks she could tell us what to do. So,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
If you have not already, check out her college story. It's on our YouTube page. It's really dope. It's a really great perspective, especially if you're going into college. Lynelle kind of gives us kind of her story, and it's really helpful because you talked a little bit about some of the struggles and how you got through it. I think like anxiety is one of the top things that people deal with in college, and
Yep.
you kind of like really gave some good feedback on how these kids, because these college kids be going through it
mhm.
and they be struggling, and you
Some of them
kind of
don't
gave them
care.
some good advice on how to get through it.
Thanks,
Check out-
Marie.
Check out Lynelle's college story on our page,
Yes.
On our channel.
On our
And
channel.
the table.
on our channel. My bad.
So, do you guys think that men are more honest with their side chicks rather than their spouse?
Of course. Like, what's the point of having a side chick if you can just tell them whatever you want to tell them? Isn't that what the whole side chick situation is for?
Well, ain't that your co-conspirator?
Yeah, like, come
Why
on.
would
We
you lie to
already.
her?
Well, I'm going to tell you. What am I lie?
Facts. But that's not a flex, by the way. Like that's not a flex that you it's not a flex that you're more honest with your side chick. You're more honest with your co-conspirator. That's what it is. The person that you are in a deceptive relationship with, why would you lie? Basically, she's probably likely an employee of yours. And so come on now. Most of these side chicks, why are they side chicks? Because if a dude is taking care of her, paying her bills. She knows what it is. Not a side chick like no, there's a difference between you having an affair with someone, right? And by the way, the data shows that when married men have affairs, and you could Google it, they lie to the person that they're having an affair with. They lie to the person they're having an affair with, right? Because you're having an affair. However, when you have a side chick, the side chick is not the same thing as an affair. Because typically when you have a side chick, a dude, he's a well-established dude. He's financially able to manage her, pay for some of her lifestyle, give her a couple of stacks, right? So she's basically...
That's a lot. Marie, I don't necessarily agree with
Alan,
you.
where's the lie?
I think broke people be having side chicks too. And I think that it don't be like, you don't have to give me nothing. You be a side chick for free. Yes.
For what?
It's a true story.
Why are you a side chick?
You thinking of these people with money. Come on, the majority of us are not rich people that can afford to pay our side chick 3 stacks, 2 stacks, whatever many stacks you have.
Yes,
Be
but
a side chick. You know he got a girlfriend, and you just think he cute,
what's
and you're
in it
like, oh my God, I'm gonna steal him. And then you end up being in a whole situation,
I'ma steal.
and it's just be a drama thing.
I'ma steal him.
Marie,
To me, that's not a side
that's how it
chick.
starts.
Okay, but you guys are getting off the subject. What the point of the conversation is, why is it a safer place for a man at his side chick's house or at his side chick spot than it is a safer place for a man at his own home? Why do men feel safer there?
I don't
Now the
think-
side
They
chicks
don't
can't
feel
even
safer
cook,
there. It's
but
such
they're
an illusion.
more relaxed.
No, they don't feel safer there. It's just escapism. Do you want to know why you feel safer there? Is because for the moment, you're able to escape. With your wife or with your partner, you have responsibilities. You have real life kicking your back in. When you go and see quote unquote side chick, right? She made your little food that you like. She made this little thing. It's just like when you go on vacation, you're just like, all right, I'm on vacation. I'm going to chill out. You go on vacation, you're not thinking about the bills and everything that you got to do. If you're on vacation, you on relax mode. It's the same principle. The reason you quote unquote feel safer is because that's the environment. It's an escape environment. That's not your real life.
You
Your
should
real
not feel
life,
safe at the side chick, 'cause if
your real
wife
life
find
is at
out-
home.
If your wife find out she show up, you should not be safe.
Number 2, you should, first of all, that is your responsibility. You should have created a safe environment with your
now
wife.
it's the man's fault. Marie, can I just say something real
Here we
quick?
go.
I just
Don't
wanna
get
be
me
Nah,
hyped.
I'm just gonna say something.
Started it.
Do you know the number one reason why men break up with their side chick?
Mm.
The number one reason,
Alan, where you getting this
The
clinical
side chick
data?
trying to be the wife.
the minute the side chick starts stressing them out, they're out.
Yeah,
Because her job is not to stress him out.
because it's just what I said. Her role is escapism. It's not that you feel safe. It's that you created an environment with your side chick where you feel like you're safe, but you really aren't safe. Now, if you took
You
that
are.
energy, no, you're not. If you really took that energy and dumped it into creating the life you want with your partner and your wife and stop taking the easy way out, then maybe you could go home and be honest with your wife.
No, you see, this is where you guys are wrong. Lonnie, I want you to answer this because Marie's getting hyped. The expectations are different. See,
Yeah.
when I come home, not me per se, I'm just saying, when a man comes home, he's not thinking about, oh, let me go fix the garage. Let me fix this. Let me take this. It's so many duties when you get home. You just came off a duty to a new duty.
That's what I just said.
When you get home to your side chick house or when you go over your side chick crib, the only thing she's
It
trying
is
to do
not
is
your
rub your
house.
feet.
No, she's not trying to do nothing. This is a without obligations. I don't have to do laundry. I don't have to cook you dinner. Because Marie, how you a side chick cook? Like, this is a whole other obligation.
Girl, these
Some
girls.
get into this situation because they don't want to deal with the extraness. This is not a relationship.
Wait, so is he a side dude?
No, she just don't want no.
Are y'all just
obligation.
together? Hold on, there's
He's
two
the
different things.
He's the sneaky link.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
sneaky links is
It's
just
not
a new
sneak-
word for
I don't
side.
I
know.
don't care.
I
I'm
feel
single.
like it's
You
different
married.
titles because
you married. I'm single. I just
okay,
don't want, like, you have to
you
understand.
just, you're just meeting up to have sex.
Huh?
Is he
More-
just
it's
coming
more
in?
than sex. It's
That's
more
what I'm
than sex. I
saying.
hate
Like
when they make it
what
all
Alan's talking
sex.
about a side. It's two different. I think we're talking about two different things. I think you talking about like we meet up, we have sex, and it's mutually beneficial for us. Like boom,
Yeah.
that's fine. But when Alan's talking about a side chick and an environment where I feel safe, it's because it's literally art of seduction. She knows what she created. She created an environment where you come, right? And I will rub your feet. I will make that meal you like. I will rub your back. I will listen to you. What's going on? How was your day? Like
My
we're
wife's
talking
stressing me
blah
out.
blah 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 blah.
Then I need
That's
to get
what-
some money. You
That's
better
what
pay
I
my
was
rent.
saying.
Because that's too much. I gotta rub your feet.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Lonnie.
Who
That's what I'm
said
saying.
that?
So they paid, like, that's what I'm saying.
Now I'm over here stressing out because I gotta listen to all your problems.
But you do it because he pays your rent, he pays your bills.
Oh my
so
God, Marie,
when
you're being so condescending. What's wrong? if
she
a man,
she do it because she just love
Okay,
rubbing
let's
your
compare the
feet.
two, right? Let's compare the two. If a man is in a position where he could take care of more than one household, and he's like, "Oh, I got her because I could take care of the household." What position would a woman have to be in to have a side dude? Because is she doing the same thing? She's taking care of her side dude.
I'm sorry. Repeat that. I didn't understand what you said.
Meaning
I
that
didn't.
without making it sound condescending, right? This
Right.
guy, he has 80% of what he want at home.
Yeah.
But he's in a financial position where he could take care of the girl on the side.
Yeah.
So he could take care of her. So she gives him the 20. The not nagging, the not talking a lot, the not asking him to do a million different things, right? When he comes off of work. So he's in a position to do it. So he takes care of whatever her bills are or whatever. Not all of it, but most of it, right?
Yes.
He's chilling. He's in a good position.
Okay.
Now, when a girl's like, "Well, I got a side dude too," well, what are you gonna do for your side dude?
Nothing.
I mean, he's
He's just gonna get your pussy. I mean, he's just gonna get your sex, and that's it.
He's likely just, but men and women are different though. Like the reality is that that thing that man is looking for, I'm looking to go to a safe space where nobody's nagging me, no one's talking, and all of that. I don't think women are necessarily looking for that.
Let me just say something.
Somebody
you're-
said both of the hosts are side chick material.
Who are the hosts?
For my
said that?
husband.
Host.
Oh.
Who said that? You gotta read it.
Chris the Code Man. Really, man?
Chris, the code man, I am for my husband.
No comment. I just don't like. You're my side dude. I just come to you for sex. Apparently, I'm lacking that in my relationship. Unless you're giving me money.
Well, listen to this. The tick said, "I'm currently happily married for more than
13 years.
13 years. I have an urge to have a side chick. That's the way we're wired, unfortunately.
Don't do it, dude.
Do it, dude.
Don't do it.
Do it, my G.
Don't
Don't
It brings
do
your,
And if
it
you're
makes
gonna
your
do
house
it,
even
don't listen
happier.
to Alan.
Do it, my
And if
G.
you do
I
it,
promise
yo,
you.
have an honest conversation with your wife.
She
Don't
might want to
do
have
it.
a girlfriend.
She might be okay with it. Don't do
What
it,
you
my
mean, okay
guy.
with what? With them having a girlfriend together?
Maybe, or maybe
Oh,
she's
no,
just
or
like,
maybe she's not a girlfriend together.
maybe she's
do you
just like,
mean?
go do your thing. Just
I
don't
would
let me
never
find
have a
out.
girlfriend.
You crazy
We
as
are
hell. I
not-
believe in that shit. I believe that couples,
Here
if
we
you
go.
are thinking about cheating,
I
y'all
don't
should
need to- you can
y'all
have a
should just
girlfriend.
both.
I don't need to have a girlfriend.
No, it's gonna be our girlfriend.
No,
it's
she's
not.
basically saying like,
You
I
can
don't
have a
need to be.
girlfriend.
What?
I don't
want no
need to be
responsibility
involved.
of another person.
Mm-mm.
Like,
It's our girlfriend.
gotta
Y'all
be
cook
emo-
together.
Now she gonna come clean the house
Yes.
and do his laundry.
Yeah,
She could be my girlfriend.
She gonna relieve some things.
That's all she need to do for me.
That's a sister wife.
Nah,
Wait, somebody said something else. Said we get money from side dudes. Y'all gotta spend. I don't get that.
Like she's saying, like if I have a side dude, we don't
Mhm.
spend our money as women. They spend it.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
So the
okay.
reason that a girl has a side dude is because the dude is doing things like he's giving her better
Financially.
sex, he's taking her on better trips, not trips, but he's giving her a better adventure.
Okay.
And I think like people hate to admit
Mm-hmm.
the adventure part in relationships.
What do you
You
mean
know,
the
love
adventure part?
matters, or love is important, right?
Yeah.
But when you take it back to when you first met your person, there was an adventure. Even if it wasn't crazy, even
The
if it was just
excitement? Are you talking about the
Yeah, the
excitement?
excitement of it.
It's like I feel like you're talking about the excitement.
Nah, I don't know if it's an excitement because an adventure is almost like a discovery. You got to go through the clues. You
You're
still got to have
learning.
fun.
Yeah, you're learning that person. It is it doesn't necessarily have to be adventurous, but it's probably exciting because it's new. It's like everything else. Like you buy some new shoes, when you buy your new house, when you get your new car.
I don't
There's an
think so.
excitement with newness.
I don't think so, Marie, because I'm gonna tell you, there are people that keeps their relationship excited for 50 years.
Yes, I agree because it takes work. That you keeps it. No, you're talking about two things. When you're saying adventurous,
Mhm.
right? Adventurous is because it's like you're excited, it's a new thing, and you're
You're not getting
embarking
caught.
on it.
I don't agree. I feel like adventure to me is like me having the ability to be real with you at all times. Like there's nothing that makes you shut me down, right?
What does that have to do with
So let's just say, for
adventure?
example, I came from the strip club, right? I
Yeah.
went to the strip club. I came home. I'm like, damn, baby, this girl is talking crazy. She was like, she could do this on the pole. I'm gonna need you to stop going to these places and talking to the. Nah, I can't even be me.
What does that got to do with adventurous?
No, what
though?
I'm saying is like, you need that person to be like,
Right?
you need
Open-minded?
you need your girl to be like, what were you talking about? Oh, like you need to explore what each other needs are.
Go
Curiosity.
get a pole and put it in the house, and I'm gonna show you them tricks.
There you
Okay,
go.
but-
There you
That's
go.
what you do.
But
Thank
that's
you,
not
Lonnie.
adventurous. That's just a natural curiosity. When you say adventurous, I guess it's the use of the word for me.
That means the girlfriend was boring.
Right. Like if you have a natural curiosity for life, right? And then, on top of it, you're not insecure and you got all this stuff. And first of all, everybody deals with insecurities. So let's not act like if
Hold on a second. PR bad BK said, I hate adventure. Quotation adventure, quotation excitement. Knowing the drama is around the corner and somebody going to jail and possibly killed.
facts. First of
Yeah,
all,
that's right.
I feel like that's a shout out to Aaron because Aaron, the renegade, is like not beat for all that adventurous excitement.
I do enjoy some adventure.
Thank you, Lonnie.
It
You know,
depends.
I was dealing with this guy, and we both were in a relationship. And I used to be like, we used to have this code, right? And I'm done with that guy. He's a restraining order and everything. But
I don't need that adventure in my life.
Why?
no, the adventure's over.
No, I don't
That's
need
why-
that.
That's why we had to let it go.
I don't
So
want
every
to.
time the guy would text me, he would have to send me a 7. Right? So when he texts me, he'll send me a 7. And now I know it's him. If I could talk, I will 7 you back. If I can't talk, I will not send a 7. And it was just a wrong text to the wrong number.
Someone's
It's a lot.
Damn.
La Nike Jagger said the excitement comes from the rush of trying not to get caught.
Yeah. And then
There's a
it's
rush
exciting.
in relationships.
Yeah, I hear you. Like I'm good on that. I don't have the constitution for that.
Yeah, but what? Look, I was watching that movie on Netflix, right?
Don't.
There's this.
End up
I
with a
don't know what it's
whole ulcer.
called. It was in Spanish. It was in Netflix.
God.
So no. It's an
No.
English show, but the guy had it all together. Marie,
Yeah, I'm
they got
listening.
this beautiful ass apartment. They had everything. The homie came through, the ex-boyfriend or whatever, but he was exciting. And I'm like, yo, when I was watching that shit, I was like, she got herself together. She looked like she got her head on her shoulder. She ain't gonna do no dumb shit. But she must have been bored because he did beat her down before the show was over.
Right,
Because
but that's
for
like
her,
sex
she just
life.
needed that
Yeah, but
adventure.
look, the
That's like
thing,
sex
right?
life.
The thing, he said that his wife she knows about it.
What
So
happened?
Who?
the thick from the
The tick.
comments,
The tick.
he says that his wife is aware that he wants to have. So why?
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Like,
So
I
that's
just
see,
don't-
that's
so
see,
why
I
don't you just
vibe
tell
with that.
her?
That's a good wife.
That's what I'm saying. I vibe with that because that's you having a whole open communication. Listen, if you like that whole adventurous, sneaky, like, oh my God, let's
Well, it's
do
not
it.
that, just-
No, I know, whatever. Like, that's fine. That's for you. You like it. I'm just like,
It's
I
not
don't got the
about
constitution
sex,
for that.
Marie.
But I think that you also have to know
I
your
don't have the
partner.
constitution for that. I will end up with an ulcer.
I
I'm not
think you
doing
have
it.
to know
I'm
your
not telling-
partner. If this is a boring situation,
I'm
for
just
you,
letting you know.
and
My
you
life
know
is
you
all
need
right. I'm great.
excitement, you have to make it exciting for your partner. But if you know that y'all could just be boring together, then it's all good.
Oh, see, that I agree with.
Right.
I agree with. There are
am
people that
not-
like, yo,
I
we're
get
good.
Bored. And if I'm in a relationship and it gets boring, I get bored.
What do you do when what do you do when it
I
gets
break
boring?
up and I get somebody else.
Wait, hold on. You don't try to be like, babe,
No.
listen. No, damn. You don't be
Because I already told you.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Do you tell your partner like, babe, like this is kind of getting like routine. Let's do something to liven it up. Like, do you communicate with your partner that like I'm feeling bored. this is not like working for me. What can we do? Do
I have
you
a lot of story. One time, I was with this guy, right? We did it round one, and I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna do round two." And he was like tired. I was like, "Boy, I'm going home." That was over. Cause it's like, why? Why is so boring?
But that's early in the relationship, Dolani. That's very early.
No, we was together. It was a
look?
hard time.
I think part of the challenge that people have in relationships, in my opinion, is that we're not really one, like Alan says, you're not being yourself. And if
Hard
you're
to
not
be
being
yourself.
yourself with your partner, it's very problematic. If you sent your representative and your representative is still there 6-7 months later, that's very problematic. If you can be your, and I know most people can't, whatever, but if you, at some point you can be your authentic self and then you meet somebody who's your counterpoint, right? There's gonna be times where the relationship lags, right? But it's gotta be up to one person to be like, babe, we lagging. We need to do something. Boom. All right, we did it. It's like communicating with each other. Like for me, I feel like if you have a personality that you just need excitement, right? Then you need to find someone who's your counterpart. If you're a person that likes excitement, you like going out, you like socializing, you can't be with someone who likes to be in the house all the time.
Yo, I
It's
got
not
one
gonna
for
work.
y'all. Y'all not ready for this.
What?
The Nigerian Tribune. So this is to my guy who's figuring it out with his wife. The Nigerian Tribune said, men now employ their side chicks in their home. So I guess that's their thing over there. So basically, men are employing side chicks to work inside their home so they can have easier access to them.
Mm.
Do the wife know? I just think these guys. Number one,
Does the wife know?
no, I just think the wives try to pretend like they're clueless.
Look, popular music executive So Berkron has exposed his latest trick of some married guys who he claims now employ side chicks in their home to have quick access to them.
Yeah, but does the wife know?
I don't know. Maybe he hires them as assistants. He
Because
hires
I promise you, you're gonna get these hands. Like
I feel like some people
I don't
act.
condone violence,
Some
but
people don't care if you got money.
yeah, if you like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
What the girl that was here said, the girl she was here a couple weeks ago, I don't remember her name. She said, "I would rather cry in the penthouse, and with your credit card the next day, I'll wipe my tears after you cheat on me." What's her name, Alan, with the curly hair?
I think-
Chrissy Mariah.
Chrissy Mariah.
Why-
Listen,
but
some
I
people
don't
know
wanna-
that their husbands are cheating. They just don't care because what the benefits. Some people are great pretenders.
yeah, like,
Okay?
but the thing is, she don't care because she don't care. Because okay, here's the thing: there's terms of agreement. Like, let's not lie to each other. There are terms.
That's the most key.
That's what I'm saying. Let's not lie to each other. There are terms of agreement in different relationships. Of course, you would rather cry in a penthouse because that's part of the terms of agreement. You came into the relationship, and if he is the man and he is providing certain things for you in exchange, that's what you're exchanging.
Mhm.
But if I have that type of relationship, I'm not crying nowhere. I don't care if it's in a penthouse or if it's down the street at the Dunkin' Donuts, okay? Because that's not the terms of agreement in our
Marie,
relationship.
Marie,
I know that.
Sakpase said, why be violent when the side joint is keeping the house clean?
You
Just-
pay. You pay. You
Talk
getting
to me.
paid.
Let me know. See, okay, I think people don't understand. Like, if you are upfront, my whole thing is, I guess that's me. I don't like deception.
Ooh. Something else said my ex-husband. No, see, I don't agree with that one.
Like, I
that
don't
one
li-
is hard. That one is hard.
I don't like deception.
Something else said my ex-husband cheated on me with his, I guess, assistant after I helped him build the company.
And what happened to the assistant?
I hope
Did
you
she
got
go?
half.
She got half, I'm sure.
I hope you got half.
Something else. I'm sure you got half.
No, something else. What happened to the assistant when you found out?
See, that's what I don't condone.
Wait, did she become the
Yo,
queen?
If a dude got a listen, if a dude got a side chick, and let's say something happened with your wife, like y'all split. If you marry your side chick, I could never. That's the weirdest thing to me.
Like King Charles?
Yeah.
Like, side chicks everywhere
Side
are
chick
like,
became
there's
a
hope
queen.
for us.
She's
Yeah.
the
Now
queen
she
of
the queen.
She's the queen of side chicks.
Now she, yeah, like
She's
she,
the queen.
the side chick became the queen.
Right.
Talk
Yeah.
about
the
it.
side chick who became the queen. First of all, that whole
I
situation
would
was
never
messed
let
up from
that
the
happen.
beginning.
I will come back from the grave. I will come back from the grave and kill
Why
you.
you be saying some off the hook stuff?
Marie, she will have a funeral. We're going to have 2 funerals. Because, like, come on, it's your assistant.
I
Number
agree.
one, if it's your assistant, she knows you married.
She knows everything about you.
She knows you're married. So
Mhm.
that's a
What do you
problem.
mean? She has to send your wife gifts. That's your
Yep.
job.
That's a problem.
Yep.
And then the wife found out. The fact that she found out that they was dealing with each other,
Mhm.
like, come on. Do wrong, right?
Do wrong. How do you do wrong right?
Don't let the wife find out.
Still deception,
I would have
though.
walked up to the office and cleaned the office with her hair.
We don't condone violence, guys.
We
Guys,
don't
don't forget, we're
condone
going
violence.
live tonight. We're going live
What?
tonight. Guys, tonight's
If you're the
live,
wife.
we're going to be talking about the worst dating advice you've heard in 2023 so far. So tonight's live is the worst dating advice you heard in 2023 so far. What happened?
I'm just
You
listening.
tight?
No, I'm not. No, I get. I'm a passionate person.
Why? Because the side chick became queen?
Oh, well, no, first of all, that whole situation was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the beginning, Diana always said it was 3 of them in that marriage and it was crowded. So
And
that
she-
girl,
I wonder how Diana will look now because she look old, yo.
who, Camilla,
Yeah.
but Camilla was never pretty.
Like, damn, you got all this money and you can't do something about
Girl,
it?
she looked like that in 1972.
I know. She's just,
So I'm just saying, the way she looks now is how she looked back
she's a
then.
queen, though. She
Yeah,
must have
she's the
something.
queen, I
Like, let's
guess.
be realistic. Look at what men decide to cheat on a beautiful woman with stuff like that.
What you call her stuff?
Yeah, and then it's not even the girl's fault. It's the man's fault.
So it's probably not about the looks at that point.
Yeah, but
He's
okay,
giving.
we
She's giving.
understand it's not about the looks, but damn, come on, man.
Probably good in bed.
She might could be
She-
because he.
she
You
has
know
to
what?
be.
She has to be because one time it was a big scandal that it came out. He said he wanted to be her loofah so he could live in her vagina.
Damn, she got the wop.
Do you remember that scandal? This was like I
remember
think
that.
like in like the
She's
2000s.
good in bed.
This is before they got married or something.
I think that people.
He wants to live in her.
Huh?
Who's out? Richard, someone's
I
outside.
think
Andre.
people underestimate how being good in bed is an advantage.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
I think
and
so.
I'm not talking about size, and I'm not talking about women with WAP. I'm not talking about none of that.
Oh,
I'm
that
talking
else.
about the ability to be great in bed, to be sensual,
Yeah.
to know the right strokes, to
Mhm.
know the right moves, to get the person you're sleeping with to get them there. And nobody got those skills better than a side chick.
So something
What?
I'm fucking
something
around.
else said, nope. Oh no. She said one of the assistants I knew, and I saw the messages, and that she needed an abortion. And then she said, nope, he left me in debt and messed up my credit.
Oh.
That's messed up,
That's
girl.
messed up.
He left you in debt. That's
I
a-
would have made sure he didn't have the money to give her the money for the abortion. Now she had a baby.
Mm.
Oh my God, it's hard. You have to plan all these things out.
That's a lot. Sorry to hear
I'm
about
sorry
all
that happened to you, but
Facts.
I hope that you've worked to, being
Work
more
through it?
stronger. So if this ever happened to you, you have a backup plan and some.
Let's hope it never happens to you again, because that is a toughie right there. Because
Yeah.
that can really make you bitter and resentful for the rest of your life.
I will make sure that his life was terrible from now on.
Why?
But that doesn't help
What
her.
you mean, why? He left her in debt.
The best way
She
you
put herself
can...
in a position to be left in debt.
She didn't
Hold
put
on
herself-
now.
She
She
married
might-
him.
No, because you know what?
Nah,
probably
you gotta give
believed in
tough
him.
love. Y'all be passing people. Like, don't be
I don't
passive with her.
passive. I said I
not
would
being
make his life
passive.
miserable.
That's
That's probably
that's
what.
not helpful either.
But I mean, look, at the end of the
Will
day,
help her. I
all
bet
I
you
could
she'd
tell
be
her,
happy.
karma will get him.
facts.
Karma's gonna get
Facts.
him. You ain't gotta worry about that. But
Oh,
that don't
no.
excuse you being. Don't let that happen.
Okay, first of all,
Check it out.
it's always abstract when you're talking about somebody else. When you're living in it, it's a whole different scenario, and it's always great in retrospect. You don't know the ins and out of their relationship and what happened. But what we can say is it's a valuable lesson. I hope that it didn't leave you in a way where you're not open in the future, but I'm sure you're going to be moving smarter.
Look, get you a side dude and then put him in debt, and then that'll work out. Listen,
Not us
OG.
giving toxic
Listen,
advice.
I'm
just playing around.
What's
I'm
the
just
most
playing around.
toxic advice that you've received in 2023? That
That
right
right
there.
there. That's a
lot
Join us
tonight.
tonight for the rest.
OGI 197 says this will not go away. Powerful men will continue to step out. I agree with that.
Yeah. You don't have to be powerful. You could be broke. Let
Girl.
me tell you, this guy cheated on me one time with
Lonnie and
the
her
school
stories.
teacher,
Us-
with my son's school teacher, the freaking kindergarten teacher.
Are you serious?
And I went up to the school and I said, listen, that teacher is having an affair with my boyfriend. And that's a conflict of interest
Conflict of
and all
interest.
this stuff.
Yup.
And it was a situation and the girl got fired.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? This man regrets that for the rest of his life because we will never be together. He's married now.
Oh, wow.
We know who you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
You can tell me off camera.
No, yeah, he married now.
Tell me off camera.
We had a
But
child
look,
together.
look. There's some realities that.
Yep, and I went to the school and everything. She got fired, and guess what? He still want to be with me. He just asked me on a date the other day.
Oh
And
my God.
Man. Yes.
But
sir.
you know,
Anywho.
do you guys think that at what point do you guys feel, honestly, guys, that we lost honesty in relationships? Because I feel like 150, 200 years ago, whoa,
Give us 1 sec, guys.
whoa.
Give us 1 sec. Give us 1 sec.
Okay, what was that? What was that?
Some technical difficulties.
Listen, this is the lunch-ish show. There's a lot of ish that happen around this time. Just bear with us.
There's a lot of luncheon stuff going on. But guys, real stuff. Let me ask you guys a question. How do you guys feel like 200 years ago? I think people were very direct.
Right?
Like, I don't think there was indirect conversation 200 years ago. I feel like something throughout time, people stopped being direct. Because I feel like back in those like days, people were very direct. Hey, listen, can you have kids? I'm gonna give you 6 of them. You're gonna get land. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get that. I'll be going for that. I would even go back to I was watching those old Hollywood shits from like the 30s,
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying that it was common practice when men would be like, I'm doing this, and women would be like, well, I'm doing this.
Right.
Even up to the 50s. You know what they used to do in the 50s? They used to have house parties in the suburbs where everybody bought a coat.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your coat, and whoever grabbed the coat, that's who you went to the bedroom with.
Oh, I thought it was the keys.
It was the keys. How did it
It
go?
was the keys. You would drop the keys in the bowl. Look at me like I was there. You would drop the keys in the bowl, right? Everybody
You
come
put
in,
the key?
and then you grab the key, and then whoever key you grab, like I got this key, right? And the person would see it, like ooh, and then be like, let's go.
Do they have to like each other?
Nope.
Like, no
nope.
attraction?
Nope.
It was a
You
big
see-
thing.
You out here to have a good time,
And I
and
think this is what's happening now with marriages, right? And I think that this is the problem. I think that people are not realistic with the expectations that they have sexually, financially, and whatever, right? Because a lot of times people just settle into a relationship. They know the person is not compatible with them in bed.
Mm-hmm.
The sex is not good,
Mm-hmm.
but they're financially stable. Now you have to go out and find somebody that's going to be good for sex because you're going to want to have good sex eventually.
If sex is
Right?
important,
Then you get with somebody that is not good in bed, that is good in bed, but has no money, which
Right.
usually is what happens. It'd be the broke ones that have the best, right? So then it's just like now this man is great in bed, but he can't support you.
okay,
Now he living at his mother's house and you living in your apartment and it's a terrible situation.
okay,
So it's like you have to talk about it. Like, listen, I think that we have great sexual chemistry. I think it's great. But guess what? We cannot be together. You could be in your house, I'll be in mine. We can have sex. When you find your person, when I find my person, then we decide to go our
you
separate
guys
ways.
agree with it. Like I think it's what's important to you. I've met some women where sex is really not important to them, and it's not that they've not had an orgasm. They've orgasmed plenty of times, but it's just not a priority for them, right? In terms on the list, it's just not. And so when they meet a person, it's really not on the top of their list. And I've met women where sex is really important because that's how I connect to you emotionally, and it builds intimacy for me. And like it's how I bond with you, and then so it's on the top of my list. I think what happens is, in my opinion, maybe as some women get older, right? They compromise more on some of the things they want because they want partnership. Now, yes, you have to be flexible. I think you have to be willing to compromise on certain things. But I do believe that everyone should have hard limits. There should be things on your
It's
list.
poetic, Marie.
It's not poetic because this is the problem with relationships. If you have 10 things on your list that you want in a partner, right? There needs to be some on there, right? That is a hard limit that you're not willing to compromise on. And you're not going to compromise on it because in the long run, it doesn't serve you. So even if, hold on, Kim, can I finish my point? Because if you have 3 things out of a list of 10, right? That, like, let's say sex is one of them. Out of the 3 things, and it might be like, you know, whatever they are. You don't want to compromise on that because it's important to you. And let's say you do compromise on it and you do end up in a relationship, but sex is so important to you. 2-3 years later, you're miserable.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that
But
relationship
you should never
Right,
compromise.
But listen to this. I want to just
on
read
those
this.
hard limits.
Marie, I want to read this. The tick said, just imagine back in the day, angels dropped from heaven to get with the women of the earth. Think about that. Women were made to be lust after, desired. It's like, that's how women were made.
What we talking about? We ain't talking about that.
Talking about something else.
All right.
Didn't the angels get kicked out?
Like, hold on
Didn't the
now.
angels
How
get
you
kicked
jump?
out?
Wait.
Like, you're not supposed to have sex with the woman. That's what.
But
made
that's
Well,
what
they
I'm
say that's
saying.
where the
They say-
demigods came
And that's
from.
what
King
happened.
David
So-
saw a beautiful woman taking a
God
bath,
sent-
Bathsheba. Where
No, Alan. Why did Noah's Ark happen? Because the angels came down trying to have sex with the women, and now they created all these
giants.
We're not supposed to have no giants.
No, but you're not listening to what I'm
supposed to be
trying to say, and
normal.
I understand where
said
I
normal.
understand where
That's what Jesus did.
where the comment is coming from. What I'm trying to say is that you guys are women. You guys don't understand. You guys are made to be desired.
Yeah.
You guys are made to be lust after.
But when men do too
are made
much-
to basically work the field and toil and be
See,
resourceful.
hold on. You see, okay, but there's a balance. You see Medusa?
Yeah, what happened?
Medusa, she was
She was the most beautiful woman.
Yes, and what happened?
She
was
had
raped.
dreads, by the way.
No, she was raped.
She was raped.
She was raped because Poseidon saw her
Oh yeah.
and he wanted her so much.
You made me watch
and
all those shows.
He,
Alan.
he rapes her, right? And she goes to oh goodness, I can't remember. She goes to one of the gods for help. Like, help me. I can't believe he raped me, right? I can't believe this happens to me. And then she's like,
Talking about Medusa.
yeah, Medusa. And then the god is so disgusted by her, right? He turns her into Medusa. So yes, I appreciate that women.
Well, he wasn't. I don't know if he made her. Anytime she stared at you, you turn
she
into
stared at
stone.
a man.
She stared at a man.
Anytime she stared at a man, that the man would turn into stone. And so you think Medusa wants to live in isolation?
I don't think Medusa want to live in isolation, but big shout out to Jay Lee who just came through, right? Jay Lee was saying that, you know, being that she runs in the circles of making music videos, and being an artist, being a rapper, she was like, everywhere you go, it's like you're an object to these men.
Okay.
Like, it's crazy. Ain't no man walking around be like, everywhere I go, I'm an object to women.
There is nowhere in the world that I would say that I'm an object to these men because they see my face and they'd be like, ooh.
What?
What do you mean?
They'd be like,
You're beautiful.
I'm not talking to her.
That is Lonnie, girl.
Lonnie, get
Shut
outta here.
No,
up.
I didn't say I was ugly. I said that they'd be like, I think
You are
that
an object to a lot of men.
Okay. Okay, Marie, don't be telling me that. Don't be telling me I'm an object.
Where's the
What
lie?
I don't think that's a
no,
compliment to
no.
call a woman an object, but
No,
No,
women
no.
do
no,
objectify.
What I'm trying to say is
What-
that
Marie, let
a
me
lot
tell
of
you.
men lust after Lonnie.
What I'm saying
yeah,
is
she's a
that
woman.
men knew who to make an
You
object.
can't hear who? Lonnie, say something?
Men know who is an object and who's not.
Hold on.
If you coming over here,
Hold on. We're having a little sound issue. Just give us 2 seconds.
Can you hear me?
Marie sounds close. Marie sounds close.
Say something again, Lonnie.
yes.
All right, just bear with us. I told you this is lunch-ish and ish happens. Just give us 1 second.
No, I just feel like if you certain women, people know that they could play. with
Oh,
them.
I
You
see
know
what you're
that's
saying.
What I mean, I didn't mean that.
Oh, there are certain women that are more objectifiable.
Yes.
I agree. But Alan, to the point of what you were saying, she's in an industry, right, where women are objectified.
Better
Mhm.
now.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah, better.
Okay.
She just sounds far before.
Is she good now?
Yeah.
By the way, don't forget to join us tonight at 9:00 for the
9-ish,
live.
between 9-9:30. We're gonna be
Back,
here.
I said 9-ish for the live.
No, we're gonna go live at 9.
9-ish.
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 Just be here 9-ish and bear with us because we're gonna bring that fire.
But the whole conversation today. All right, so guys, I want to read something to you guys, right? So this girl from I didn't even know the show was still on, but it is on. It's called Vanderpump Rules.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
this
that
girl-
whole thing that's going on.
So this girl from Vanderpump Rules, her boyfriend cheated on her with her best friend.
After they were together 10 years,
Now, was
That's
he
her
boy?
best friend. That's her best friend's fault.
she and
Nah,
they.
that's his fault. You can't.
no,
She's
it's
not
both of their
accountable.
fault.
Number one, I'm your best friend.
What
I would never even look at your husband.
you allow?
I'll
They
be
allowed
like,
her into the
ew.
house,
I'll be
helped
like,
her,
ew.
trying to take care of
They
her.
probably had sex in her bed.
A few times,
I'm
probably.
pretty sure they did.
That's
Men need an
disgusting.
adventure.
In the
Humans
bathroom.
need adventure.
Bro, you need an adventure, but have some dignity. Like what? Have some dignity. Like even if she's a scandalous whore and she throws it in your face.
Yeah, that's
I was with you for 10. She was with him for 10 years, dude.
probably boring as hell.
Long did
I
they
don't.
cheat?
Yo,
Don't give
I
him
don't
no
care.
ass.
How long did they
Don't give
cheat?
him no
How long
attention
did he
after
cheat?
They
year
said
3.
it was like 6 months or so they were cheating
It
together.
was 2 years.
Okay, probably. Dude, I don't care if she's the most boring person in the world.
Bruh,
People
I-
don't take accountability and ownership. You
So
with
you
her.
don't want to take no accountability
Okay,
for
I
if
gotta-
the dude is going home for 6 months and he ain't got no ass, no
Bro,
nothing.
I gotta take accountability, cool, but you gotta take accountability too. Like, don't. I
Did he
don't
end up with the girl?
no, I don't think they're
I don't
together.
know
They
what
all broke
happened.
up, but she's happier. But the point is,
Who's happier?
I'm
she's
sure
a very
everybody's
pretty
happy.
girl.
Looks ain't gonna save you.
No, I'm saying she's a very pretty girl. She's not. She's gonna land on her feet.
I think regular people. There's some regular people out there that haven't had sex for 2 years. That been married.
Oh yeah, I knew
Y'all need
somebody
to
that
make
didn't have
something
sex
happen.
for 7 years.
Sakpasa say y'all live the Lakers play tonight.
Well,
That's
join
why-
us.
Just-
You better
I
watch it
know. That's
tomorrow.
why I said watch us on your TV and
No,
watch
no.
the Lakers on your phone.
technically, Sakpase, it is proven that people usually have 3 devices on when they're watching TV.
Dude,
Mhm.
People usually have their phone, their
go on
iPads, and their TV.
YouTube. Go on YouTube. Put the game on silent because you don't need to hear the commentary. All you need to see is
Nah,
who.
you need to hear the
No,
commentary.
you don't. No,
Unless
you don't.
somebody
Because
get
this is
punched.
more
Nah,
fire.
you
And I hope you got
This is
something
more
that you
fire.
can rewind it.
Okay.
Cause they
Put the
lost
game-
the first. They
put
lost
the
game
game
1. They're
on
trying to
mute.
see if they're gonna win game
Like
2.
I said, put the game on mute. Put us on YouTube. Listen to what we're saying because you're not gonna regret it. And it's a win-win. You're watching the game, but you're listening to what you want to. You don't need to be seeing what them commentators saying. They ain't
Unless
saying
somebody
nothing.
punch somebody, you can always rewind it.
Okay.
Like it's nothing important happening.
But back to what we were talking about, Alan, with
Go
that whole
ahead.
situation.
I think
They're
we
both
changed the
accountable.
subjects really fast. I'm still having a thing about sexual. I still had a comment about that, but let's keep going.
No. So what were you gonna say?
Go ahead,
Listen,
Lonnie.
it's a little.
We just get excited about a lot of
We
things. at the
do.
Oh, look at Jean. Look at Marisha. Jean is there. Okay.
Hi, babe.
Gene the Bean, what's goody good?
That's my husband.
Okay, so let's talk about what's going on in the world.
Wait, Sakpa said we better see you later. If we don't see your name, we gonna blackball you.
No, we're not. You're always welcome back.
I'm gonna be like Sakpa said, you ain't come last week. What happened to you?
Don't
So, I
forget.
gotta-
Join us tonight at
so-
9.
So we're talking about, we're talking about why men are more comfortable with their side chicks, or not comfortable, but more honest. But let's go back to something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that there's a dynamic in relationships that nobody wants to talk about? This is the one.
What do you mean?
Why
a
is it
dynamic?
that when you're in a relationship, and guys, I'm talking about heterosexual relationships. There's a no judgment zone in any type of relationship. It really doesn't matter. You could be in a same-sex relationship. It's all love. You could be any dynamic, pansexual. It's all good. And we mean that over here.
Yes, it's
Like,
no
we
judgment
live by
zone.
that.
They know.
We really live by that. But in this circumstance, you guys could push it. But I'm talking about in a heterosexual relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women could go on much longer without sex than men. A woman could go on without sex for 3, 4, 5 months. A man can't go out without sex for 3 days.
That's a lot.
I'm
You're-
saying you
You're
masturbate.
speaking for yourself, Alan.
Most men cannot go without sex for a week, bro. It's just not happening.
Can't go or would prefer
I
not
prefer
to.
not to.
Okay.
You
don't
talking
be
about
like-
with a person, or you talking about with? just-
Forget. Let's say there's no masturbation involved. Most men.
So most men are happy. Number one, Alan. Let's
Alan,
talk
you are
about
generous.
I'm
real
talking about in a
world.
relationship. I'm talking about in a
Oh,
relationship.
in a relationship.
In
Oh,
a relationship,
okay.
living together in the same house, sleeping in the same bed.
I think we're
project.
still
In the relationship,
I think
no.
we're still generalizing because I
Yeah.
think there are some women that actually like sex more than some men,
A lot of
and
men.
I just think it just depends
Yeah.
on how you are as a person. I think it's just the person. I don't think it's because if there's two people, the man might not want to have sex, and then
There
the
are
woman.
men who aren't
It's
very
hard.
sexual.
Yeah,
Like there are men.
Alan. I will tell you a story, but I don't want to talk about my business.
First of all, Lonnie's told us like 6 stories.
I got a
Tell
lot of
all
story,
her
guys.
business.
I got a lot because I like to be,
Real?
usually I cannot tell you about a subject unless I dealt with it by myself. Sometimes I just say, but I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. I could write a book, guys.
You're gonna write a book.
I have a lot of stories, but I was dealing with this guy since we're already in the
Since
story
you already opened
situation.
it.
And this dude was not a sexual person. And it just came to a point, and I was like, listen, if you want to do some extra position or something, just let me know. Like, I'm willing to try. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, like the snake or something. I just made that up. There is a position called the snake. This was the actual conversation. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, ah. And with that situation, I actually held back and I was settling in a lot of things. And I was just like, you know what? Let me try. Let me settle. Let me just, maybe it's me, it's not him, but it wasn't me.
Mm.
It was him. And he was not very sexual. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a terrible life.
So listen to
So there
this.
are men.
There are men that are
Hold
not.
on,
But it's
Alan,
not common.
you're-
I
okay.
hate when you guys use the
We're not
exception for the
using
rule.
an outlier.
It's
We're
not
not.
an exception.
Come on, bro.
It's not just that.
Most men,
There is
look,
no
look.
way in the world
Something
that I got
else,
the one
something
guy.
else says.
There's
Girl.
no way.
And as women, I want y'all to answer this with all honesty, without poetry. You hear?
Mm-hmm.
Something else says, if your man doesn't sleep with you within 2 weeks, he's cheating. As women,
Right.
if your man is living with you in the house, he doesn't get sexually active with you for 15 to 14 to 15, 16 days, you not gonna think that's strange?
I think he gets
Don't you think that's suspicious?
Yeah, I'm gonna of course you're gonna think about it, and then if there are variables to
It's
consider
not
and all
going
that
to happen.
good stuff,
We might not be
right.
together.
Right, but let's not act like
Thank you,
all
Lonnie.
men are sexual.
No, let's not act like it. But
know
if
what I'm
I
saying?
am and we are in a relationship
2 weeks.
and that's something that we want to happen, we're not going to be together.
By the way, it would have made a difference with that guy if you guys from the beginning
Okay,
were
let
very
me make an
sexual.
exception. Let me say something. You must have had COVID. You must be dying. You must
or
be
sick
going
or
chemo.
stressed. Ooh, not chemo.
It must be something hard.
There's something
Because,
going on.
people be sick and they still want to have sex.
Facts.
People be dying.
fact.
People be ready to die in the hospital bed. Their wives come in the room and he be like, "Babe, you know I'm about to go, but let me get some top real
First
quick."
of all, we've never heard of anything
Number
like
one,
that
I
happening.
never heard no top. But
Right. But the point I'm trying to make
Marie,
is, yeah, you gonna think
he
about it.
dying
And
in
then
the bed.
and he
the,
thinking
the machine
about,
going.
And he'll still fuck.
and if he can,
As long as the shit work, he'll still fuck.
anyway, Alan,
Like
you
I
do
said, you better Google it. I'm telling you, it's
you
there.
doing a lot of projecting. You doing mad projecting right now. I do agree with you. If you're in a relationship and you guys had a great sex life, good sex life, y'all having sex, it's like, oh, it's good. And then out of nowhere, there's like a spell. Who's not gonna be like,
No,
what's going on?
this happened to my girlfriend. She was older. She was older, but she said that her and her husband didn't have sex for 3 years.
That's
Right?
crazy.
And then it just so happened that one of her friends, she's from England, came to New York, and they just happened to meet. It was a guy, and she said that their hands touched, and she said she felt like, number one, she's
Girl, shut
older
up.
than
You
me,
knew what it was
and
when you
she
signed
said
up.
She felt the electric currents just go through her whole body.
Lonnie, I promise you that
And
heifer felt it
no,
before the touch.
Let me tell you, and then They went home, they went their separate ways, they didn't have no other interaction. And then they actually had she said, I felt, number one, I would never. She said she felt the thing. And you know what happened? She left her husband, they get a divorce. She moved to England, and now I see her on Facebook with her new boo.
Nah, I know a similar story too, but they didn't have sex for over 7 years.
That's crazy.
7 years that they didn't have sex, and like
This dude told me that
somebody blew that back out. I tell you what, she's
this dude-
divorced now.
this dude told me that him and his girl was good. After their second child, they had a second kid, and he was like, "Bro, after the second kid, she was just basically like, don't touch me."
Ooh,
And
What happened to her?
they just got
there's
divorced.
gotta be more
but-
to
no.
it, right?
He basically didn't have sex with her for 3 years. So his thing was like he felt that she used him to have kids.
Oh, that's a different story.
So she wasn't a sexual person.
Yeah, she
She just
wasn't.
wanted to have some
And,
kids.
and that's the thing. You know what, Marie? I
That's
gotta
what
take
it
I
is.
gotta take understanding on what you're saying about me projecting, because from projecting standpoint, I can't understand it. I'm being
Right.
very honest with you. I can't, because I am a person who is like that,
Right.
right? I'm very sexual or whatever, right? But from a perspective of two boring people, like Lonnie names them, two boring people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you into books and all that,
Mm-hmm. First of all, you could be into books and like your back being blown out.
but I'm
Babe.
just saying, it's like it's just hard.
Yeah.
Don't be that person. Don't be that person.
I know both of them guys.
Look, what I'm trying to say is that it's a little bit hard for me to imagine, but some people's sex is not their priority list. But I'm
Right.
just gonna say the majority people it is. And I think that so I spoke to him. I was like, "Damn, bro, y'all ain't sleep together for like 3 years." And he
Yeah.
never cheated. He never messed around. This is an honest dude,
That's
right?
really tough.
So he
Is he
says,
sexual though?
"This where I'm going."
Because I can't imagine him being a sexual person.
No, this is where I'm going. He basically now got a new girlfriend. He says all they do is fuck, and he loves it.
Mm.
So sometimes when you love somebody, there are parts of you that you can't suppress.
Oh yeah,
And sex is one of them.
for sure.
Like if you love your woman and she's going through postpartum and she's going through certain things and she's not being sexual, and don't let her bring up some shit that happened to her way back in the day,
Right.
you're gonna be supportive. And sometimes that will give her a comfort that may become a permanent comfort now.
Yeah, but to me,
It's hard to suppress things.
I agree with Alan. I
you
think
get
like
to an
let's say that no, but when you love someone, like you love the person, right? And let's say, like Alan said, they have the baby and they do go through, postpartum depression and they have challenges and their hormones are balanced and it's been 3 months and 6 weeks you could do that thing, but it's like 3 months and you still haven't had sex because she's like really in a rut. Okay.
Marie, can I ask a question? Who waits the 6 weeks?
Okay, first of all, medically, not going to jack up my vagina.
So it
But-
jacks it up.
I can't speak for other people, but wait the 6 weeks.
You want to be a loosey goosey?
No, you don't. But okay,
Go ahead, Marie.
Lonnie, you done made me
Go
lose my
ahead.
train of thought. So when you love someone, yeah, I understand that. But there has to be a point where you're not losing yourself either. Right? So you have to take some ownership and accountability. Like, don't let it get too far. Now, if it's 6-7 months and you still you guys have to have a conversation. Like, relationships are give and take. It can't be me having all the understanding. That's not how it works. I can't be fully understanding all the time, because what that's going to do is I'm going to end up resenting you. And when I resent you, the relationship is falling apart. It's going to disintegrate. So yes, you can give your person space and acknowledge like, okay, they need this space. However, if you're committed and you're in that relationship, there's going to be a time where you're like, okay, I'm losing myself too. So babe, we need to talk, because we need to come together and figure out how we're going to make this work, because this is a give and take.
Yeah, but why are you waiting 6 weeks to have the conversation? Why don't you just go have the
No.
conversation 3 days later?
After she
Because-
told you
Oh, what did she tell you?
she has postpartum depression. No, like
Oh,
let's
she
say,
had to go to the doctor for that. What that got to do with our relationship?
no, but you understand.
Let me tell Marie. Let's be real, because My daughter has a friend, and I don't want, and she just had a baby.
Okay.
And we went to the graduation, and I said, you need to tell your friend to get it together
Mm.
because she out here looking great. You have a baby, you can't let yourself go.
Yeah, you have
You
to
got to
talk
get
to
it
the person.
together. Number
Yeah.
one, you had a baby, and I know some of us be looking crazy after having a baby. You need to do your best. You don't have to put makeup on and do none of that, but you got to try hard. Layel, didn't I say that to you?
She do look a little crazy.
Are
Well,
you talking about old girl that came to the?
Yeah.
But I told, I
How old
said,
is
To
that
that
baby?
dinner?
I said, listen,
She look a little, but I tell you one thing, and I'm not defending her.
she has a
I
beautiful
bet
body.
you she popped that thing open when them doors is closed.
We don't know.
That's
but-
all that
but
matters.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
I looked at her. I could tell.
No, she is. She
I could
has.
tell.
She has a
No.
nice
She-
body, and all she gotta
Honey,
do
she
is.
look like
is
honey.
just put
I don't
it
want to talk
together.
about somebody else's woman. I'm just telling you. She looked like when they close that door,
Hey,
they might have kid number 2.
Ooh.
I hope not.
Well,
I'm trying to help them out, but you have to. You have
You
friends.
do.
If you have postpartum depression, listen, my friend, you need to go to the doctor and take care of that because your husband gonna leave you. And I hope people have friends like that. And I think there was a conversation somewhere where we were.
Everybody just stick to the topic. You guys are
Yeah.
off.
We always bounce back 2 times.
yeah, I'm
you.
sorry, you guys.
Let's get back to the topic.
We
guys.
go all over the place a little bit.
We
But
talked
guys,
about the
If
side
you guys
chick.
like this new setup, we're gonna continue this new setup. We're gonna do it at lunchtime. But guess what? We're gonna do something
Lunch-ish.
completely different and very fun starting next week. We're gonna talk about different things. We're gonna talk about codependency versus love. We're gonna give you guys
Secure
real advice.
attachment.
And guys and ladies, we're gonna tell you how do you know if the person you're with is cheating. We're gonna tell you so much stuff
We're gonna give
that
you
you're
some-
not gonna want to
some
miss this
nuggets.
But Ebony, did you know that a side chick is the queen?
What did Ebony say? Because
Because Ebony said, "Are we talking about the side chick?"
we were, but before we wrap up.
We're wrapping up right
Yeah,
now.
before we wrap up, because lunch is here, and it's lunch-ish, and some of us have not eaten all day. Before we wrap up, don't forget to join us tonight
Tonight, guys.
Yes.
at 9:00. And if you haven't already and you're joining us on this live, hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss it. Hit the notification. New
The
episodes
like.
every Thursday, every Sunday. Don't want to miss it. So hit the notification, hit subscribe, and join us on our other pages. We got IG, we got TikTok, so Facebook.
And
Facebook is always
Facebook.
lit.
Yes.
So join us all across the span. Don't forget to do that.
And guys, if you have some topics that you want to listen to, because I know this is your little lunch hour, gossip hour situation,
We
let
should
us
call
know.
it lunch gossip.
No, because
No.
we don't gossip. We talk about events.
But yeah, let us know what you want to hear, and we might come out you some other days too of the week.
And
maybe.
big shout out to everybody. Sakba said big shout out to you. The
Yes.
Thick, big
Thick.
shout out to
Yo,
you.
the
Ebony
Thick, I hope
Watson.
you, talk to your
Everybody,
wife.
just big shout out for coming in. Guys, we'll be back next week between 12:30 and 1:30.
1:30. We'll be here.
We'll be here. See you
We're
guys
here
next
every
week.
Lunch-ish. Join us.
lunch
Join us tonight.
hour.
You can. By the way, just let them know that you also can engage with us tonight.
Oh
So,
shit,
yeah.
Sakba sent us $5.
Oh,
Thank you, Sakba.
Thank you, my guy.
Like I say, I hope you have you're following us on Instagram, and I hope you subscribe to this page, and I hope you're following us on Facebook.
See you
Thank you,
tonight.
Sakba.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you
But we
next week.
appreciate it
We'll see you guys next week, and we'll see you guys tonight.
tonight.
See you guys tonight.
Bye.